Does it ever happen to you that you have the time to do the task but no energy? That happens to me quite often. So I studied a bit about it, found out a few things, and made a few changes in my days, and it worked. Hey, the lovely person watching YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ajay. I'm an Indian doctor currently in the UK. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. I love you to the stars and back. One of the main issues with the way we plan our days is that we imagine our energy levels to be like this throughout the day, except that it isn't. Our energy levels are more like this, varying throughout the day. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, and it also varies from person to person. The time where you feel most active might not be the time where I feel most active, and vice versa. Just like how we all have different fingerprints, our energy levels throughout the day are also unique to us. And the key to better productivity is to understand when your energy levels are high and when your energy levels are low, and plan your day according to that. Now, the point of this video is not to discuss how to get to the pinnacle of hustle culture, how to do 251,000 tasks a day. No, it's not about that. In fact, I'm completely against that sort of a mindset. The whole point of this video is to find out ways we can reduce stress and friction from our daily lives so that we can get through our days with less friction and less stress, basically. Or simply put, how to make our work and days easier to get through. Right, most of us know about the sleep cycles. We all know that there are 5 different stages of sleep, and you pass through all these 5 different stages, and that completes one cycle which lasts around 90 minutes in most people. In fact, Dr. Nathaniel Kleitman, widely considered to be the father of modern sleep medicine, who along with Eugene Aserinsky discovered or described the REM phase of sleep, discovered one more peculiar thing. He discovered that we have similar cycles through the day as well. That we have these phases with heightened focus and energy, followed by phases of being drowsy and tired, and these rhythms are now known as the Ultradian rhythm of energy. Basically, Ultradian rhythms are any rhythms that last a few minutes to a few hours, but always less than 24 hours. There are many other rhythms in our body, like the Circadian rhythm, which is a 24-hour rhythm which sort of maintains your sleep and wake cycle. And then there are the diurnal rhythms, which last for 12 hours, like the rhythm that helps your body understand whether it's day or night. And then there are infradian rhythms. These are rhythms that last longer than a day. For example, a 30-day menstrual cycle. And all of these rhythms are natural and have to happen and will happen. If we try to force and change any of these rhythms, it usually leads to stress, and most of the times it's unsuccessful. So to be successful and to reduce stress, the best thing that we can do is to understand how these rhythms work and work with them rather than against them. So coming back to the rhythm in question, the Ultradian rhythm, how do we make it work for us? First, we need to understand how it works. We all have these phases which last for 90 to 120 minutes. It varies from person to person, so just for simplicity, let's take it as 90 minutes. So we have this phase of 90 minutes with heightened focus and energy, followed by around 20 to 30 minutes of lowered energy and lowered focus. And this happens over and over throughout the day, and it also looks different in different parts of the day. Some people are just more naturally energetic in the mornings, and some people are more energetic in the evenings, and that's completely fine as well. But don't worry about the technical, mathematical aspects of it. Just take some time to see how you feel, whether you feel more focused and energetic in the morning or in the evening, and notice how long you feel focused and energetic. You can either make loose mental notes about it, or if you want to really get it right, you can write it down somewhere, or you can maybe even chart a graph to show how your energy levels vary throughout the day. I like to keep it simple and just like to take mental notes on when I feel energetic and when I don't feel energetic. For me, I'm most energetic in the mornings when I have the creative energy to write these scripts, shoot these videos, or like sit and study. Then towards the afternoon, my energy levels sort of go down, and early evening it goes back up again, and late evening it goes down again, and at night it goes up again. Just having this idea of how my energy varies throughout the day and how I feel throughout the day helps me plan my days much better. Whatever needs a lot of thinking, like studying or writing scripts, I try to do it in the mornings, and whatever that doesn't require a lot of thinking, like replying to text messages or replying to emails that I might have gotten throughout the day or the previous day, I do it in the afternoon. Just this sort of loose planning helps me be more productive and be more efficient. I'm not very efficient on the whole. I'm actually a bit terrible, otherwise I wouldn't be missing any uploads. But doing this helps to fine-tune my average levels of efficiency and makes it a bit better than average. So now you have this big bird's eye view for the day. We know that we need to keep the demanding tasks for when our energy is at the highest, and the easier tasks can be kept for the times when our focus is low. But remember our ultradian rhythms. Even during our phase of high energy and also during phase of low energy, we have these rhythms. Our energy is not like this, it's like this, like I mentioned. So what do we do about this? Now the answer is very simple. Just work or study when your focus or energy is high and take a break when your focus or energy is low. Since for most people these phases last for 90 to 120 minutes, work for 90 to 120 minutes with small breaks in between if required. You can use the Pomodoro method if you like that, or you can use flow time, anything that works. And when your focus is low or you're tired, take a proper break for 20 to 30 minutes. This is how the rhythm works. And if you work with it, you'll feel much more relaxed and much less stressed. And that's simply because you're not fighting your body's natural rhythms every single day. Sometimes we tend to, try to work through these phases of lower energy, thinking that we need to be determined, that we shouldn't lose to this low energy, that we should be determined, that we should be strong-willed and we should push through it and achieve my goals and all that. That causes a lot of stress because you're literally going against the way your body functions. So don't do that. In fact, to quote Lower and Schwartz from the Harvard Business Review article that we showed in the previous video, we are capable of overriding these natural cycles, but only by summoning the fight or flight responses and flooding our bodies with stress hormones that are designed to help us handle emergencies. The long-term cost is that toxins build up inside us. We can only push so hard for so long without breaking down and burning out. When you feel groggy, take a break, let your mind and body recover. I promise when you go back to working, you'll feel much more focused and energized. Now we've understood that we need to be taking breaks when we feel groggy, but what exactly should we be doing when we take those breaks? If you're doing mental tasks like studying or working on a computer, do something physical when you're on a break. Do a short workout or do a round of stretching or go for a short walk. If you're doing physical tasks, do some non-physical tasks like just sitting and relaxing or meditating or taking a nap, whatever you like. In fact, researcher Anders Ericsson, who has studied many high-performing athletes, musicians and chess players, noted that the best performers in all of these fields, they practiced in short, intense bursts of 60 to 90 minutes followed by rest for 20 to 30 minutes. With some musicians even taking nap breaks to recover from their intense practice sessions. So making use of this knowledge of how our mind and body works will help us all be a bit more productive with a bit less of stress. But whatever you do, just try not to work through periods of low energy and low focus. When you're tired, take a break. It just makes your work much more efficient and productive. At this point in writing the script, I started feeling a bit low on focus. I mean, of course, I didn't write the script now. I wrote it like a few days ago. I had worked for close to 2 hours working on the script, reading articles, research papers and all that, with a small break of 5 to 10 minutes in between. I was working in this cafe with beautiful atmosphere on the 5th floor of the famous Foyles bookstore in central London. So I realized I was tired, so I took a long break and then I went out to walk in London, which is one of my favorite activities these days. Once you're done for the day, make sure you relax and recharge for the next day. Having a relaxing ritual really helps you recover from all the stress that you've had in your busy day, and it also makes your tomorrow so much more productive. Sure, in that 1 hour of before going to bed, you can probably read 10 pages from your textbook or write 5 pages of your assignment or whatever. But that 1 hour of work might affect 2 to 3 hours of productivity the next day. So you're kind of losing out on the benefits. So make sure you have the time to properly relax and wind down after a day. I do some breathing exercises for 5 to 10 minutes, then have dinner, and then watch a TV show or a movie for an hour before I go to bed. This just helps me disconnect from the day I've just had and just lets me, start the next day fresh. So that was it. Hopefully this video helps you to structure your days to be a bit more productive and a bit less stressful. As usual, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.